Welcome to Guided Meditation and Mindful Movement with Leo Bray on behalf of Kristen Olson's Urban Yoga Center in Palm Springs. You can visit us on the web, urbanyoga.org, or on Facebook at Kristen Olson's Urban Yoga Center, where you can check out the schedule, which changes month to month. Stop by the tip jar to make contributions. These are donation-based, our online classes. So we will be starting today. I've already told the Zoomers, on our backs, in whatever posture works for you. If you have the soles of your feet together and your knees out, maybe with blocks holding the knees, soles of the feet planted, knees leaning towards each other, maybe legs extended on the ground, legs up the wall, whatever you like. Place your hands where you're comfortable. Close your eyes if you're comfortable. Observe your breath. Inviting it to get deeper and slower as you find comfortable. It's a moving target. We can always adjust. It's not about being statues, just finding some degree of stillness. Turning inward. Quieting the body helps quiet the mind, and quieting the mind helps relax the body in turn. Being grounded helps your body relax. And as your breath slows down and gets deeper, your contact with the ground increases, the sensations change. Scanning all the points in your body that are touching the ground, just picture that contact. The back of your head, your shoulder blades, wherever else you feel that grounding contact, the places where it's constant, and the places that lift up and down from the ground with the movements of your breath. And scan your whole body head to toe, moving beyond the breath, beyond the ground contact, taking in whatever other sensations are there, noticing whatever there is to be noticed. And in particular, take note of any unpleasant sensation so that any trouble spots in the body, you can take care of them as we practice, knowing that you can skip or modify anything I'll be doing or saying. Sometimes I may even cue things without doing them, because the teacher, like everyone else, sometimes needs to modify things. And it's great to have options and choices throughout. We can each make our own practice. And today's meditation will simply be another way of looking at the breath. So this is called a three-part breath. Very simple way to focus. The three parts are the belly, the rib cage, and the chest. So with each inhale and exhale, you're just noting each segment of the breath. And you can say 1, 2, 3, or you can say belly, rib cage, chest, chest, ribs, belly. As the breath moves in and out, the diaphragm moves up and down. The lungs fill and empty and fill again. letting your breath be continuous. Sometimes we throw in little pauses between segments. We don't need to do that except with the mental part. And maybe you're already noticing that focusing on the breath in this way further deepens and slows the breath. Maybe it's even getting smoother as we enjoy the sound. I don't know if it's coming through my mind. There's a train whistle off in the distance. Maybe to remind me to say where I am, because this is not your usual backdrop. I'm in Castleton, Vermont at Castleton University, attending a Quaker conference, New England Yearly Meeting, it's called. And this is my dorm room. And I'm on my friend's blanket here because I don't have a yoga mat or any other props with. And we don't need props. They're great to have, but we can practice anywhere with anything or with nothing at all. If you wish to set any personal intention for your practice today, you can do that now, letting go of the three-part thinking of the breath. Just set yourself an intention. If that's part of your practice, that's okay. If it's not, let's share 3 deep cleansing breaths. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth with a sighing sound, maybe like blowing off steam. If you have your feet together and your knees out, that first posture I was demonstrating, let your arms do the work of nudging your legs towards each other. And we'll all meet here with the feet planted, knees pointing up, heels close to your butt. Maybe you can reach down and touch your heels. It's okay if you can't. And we're on the ground. If you want to keep your eyes closed, you can. If you want to open them, you can. Let's reach arms out to the sides, palms facing up. And maybe you can tune into your shoulder blades pressing against the floor. We want to keep the shoulder blades on the floor as we explore energizing twist. Cross your left ankle above your right knee. Let your legs fall to the right and turn your head to the left. Don't push your legs, just let them hang. Then they'll go where they want to go. And maybe your back will crack like mine just did. Free chiropractic adjustments we get sometimes. There's another. And just let your breath bring you out. If you want to, you could take a few breaths in 3-part breath. You could close your eyes to help focus if you like. And think belly, ribs, chest as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, chest, ribs, belly. And notice if that changes how these breaths feel. Well, it changes it for me. It's okay if it doesn't change it. Mileage may vary. Let's come back up to center. Cross legs the other way. Right ankle over left knee. When you're ready, let the legs go to the left and turn your head to the right. And if you want, you can engage again with that aspect of three-part breathing. Take your time to come back up to center and uncross your legs. Draw your knees to your chest, hug your knees. You can rock side to side, or if you want, roll in circles and massage your back against the ground. And let's take a few simple but big full body stretches. Inhale, extend your arms and legs all the way out. And as you exhale, curl up in a ball again. And just follow your breath. You don't have to go at my pace. And at the end of your next exhale, you can start to sit up. You could hold your knees and rock front to back a few times, or you can just tip to one side, press your hands to the floor, lever yourself up like I did. Sit comfortably. It doesn't have to look like the way I'm sitting, whatever works for you. Let your arms hang loosely by your sides. Raise your right shoulder towards your ear and slide it back and let it down. And then your left shoulder up and back and down. They always ride at different heights, so it pays to adjust them independently. Arms still loose at your sides. Let your chin come down towards your chest. And really taking your time, start to explore slow, gentle circles, pulling your ear toward your shoulder. And then your gaze tip up towards the sky and on over towards the other shoulder. If there's a place that feels tight, you can pause with making circles to rock back and forth. Ease some of that out. Change direction. When you finish the next circle, raise your chin and face forward. Rest your hands on your thighs or your knees. Inhale, draw your heart forward, let your head tip back. Exhale, draw your heart back, let your head tip forward. Seated cow and cat for a few more breaths. At your own pace, of course. Maybe those breaths and those movements get a little bigger. And after the next exhale, sit up, nice and tall again. Extend your arms out to the sides and just rest the fingertips on the floor so your spine stays nice and long. Inhale, raise your right arm up alongside your ear. Exhale, reach across to the left, lean into the left hand, keep the right cheek on the floor. Feel from length from right hip to right fingertips and all in between. Inhale, come upright, and as you exhale, come into a twist. Right hand on the floor back here, left hand to right leg. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, twist some more. How much feels like enough? Let that unwind. And the other side, inhale, lift your left arm up. Exhale, reach to your right. Your head can be wherever your neck feels comfortable. Inhale, come up. And as you exhale, come into your other seated twist. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, explore your twist. Let your twist unwind, come to center. Bring your hands to the floor in front of you and walk them forward as far as you like. Maybe that's as far as you can, but maybe it's not as far as you can. It could be less. Let your neck release, let your head hang. Breathe into your back, breathe into any place where tightness is speaking up. Inhale and walk your hands back and press yourself upright. Rest your hands wherever they're comfortable, and if you like, close your eyes. We're going to return to the three-part breath. If you want, you could rest your hands on your torso to feel into the segments of belly, ribs, and chest as you breathe in and out. Think as you inhale, belly, ribs, chest, and as you exhale, chest, ribs, belly. Continuing this for a minute, just noticing whatever differences show up in how it feels sitting, opposed to when you did it lying down. And it's the curiosity and the inquiry that's important, not the answers. So if you ask yourself what feels different or how different does it feel, if the answer is I don't know or I can't tell, that's perfectly fine. That's your experience. Again, if you find that saying those 3 words internally makes your breath at all choppy or feel segmented, these inadvertent pauses that creep in, just try to let the action return to more continuous and smoother. Funny how the mind and the body interact, and useful when we can tune into it and direct. And when we can't so much, sometimes it's funny, sometimes it's just informative. Curiosity tends to breed curiosity. After your next exhale, if your eyes are closed, you can open them. We're going to shift and come up onto our hands and knees. You can tip forward or tip to one side, whatever's better for you. Kind of squaring things off is a good way to stabilize. Stacking the joints. Open your hands way up, nice broad foundation. Also very stable. Reach back with your right foot, press the ball of your foot against the ground. On an inhale, reach your left arm to the side. On the next inhale, pick your right foot up, reach straight back. You could leave the foot on the ground if you like, if this is too much. If you want, you can bend that knee, reach that hand back, and maybe grab your foot or your ankle. If you connect with this spine, kick against your hand, lifting your knee and your chin just a bit, maybe more, opening the midline and the shoulder, and stretching the right quadriceps. Release, let your hand and your knee down gently. Take a few cow-cat breaths. As we inhale, heart comes forward, head and tail go up. Exhale, draw your heart up, let your head and tail down. Bigger movement than the seated cow-cat. After your next exhale, come back to table, and taking that the other way around, reach back, press into the ball of your left foot. On an inhale, raise your right arm to the side. On an inhale, pick your foot up, reach straight back. Bend your knee, reach back, see about the bind. Release, lower down, and take those cow-cat breaths again. And after your next exhale, bring your big toes together, open your knees wider if you like, and sit back to child's pose. And in child's pose, explore this three-part breath exercise. Even though the breaths can't be as deep in this posture, you can still think of those three segments, beginning, middle, end of each inhale, each exhale. Belly, ribs, chest, exhale, chest, ribs, belly. Here we have the added aspect of the inhale, opening the pelvis as the breath goes down, or feels, it doesn't really go down. As the diaphragm moves down, the belly presses down. Inhale, come forward and up to table. Step your right foot up between your hands and your left foot up to meet it. You could have blocks under your hands if that's a tricky transition. It gives you more room between your torso and the ground to maneuver your legs. Explore movement in your full sway back and forth. Let your arms and your head hang heavy. Bending one leg as you lengthen the other. Inhale, lift up halfway, press your hands to the front of your legs. Feel the crown of your head inch forward away from your toe. On an exhale, relax down. Inhale, roll slowly to standing. Raise your arms overhead, bring your palms together. Exhaling, bring your hands down in front of your heart. Inhale, reach out to the sides. As you exhale, you can reach for your shoulder blades and hug, or come to eagle arms, intertwining your arms, pressing your hands together. And if you're in eagle, then reach up and forward. Yeah. On an inhale, spread your wings. And as you exhale, cross the opposite. Inhale, open up. Exhale, twist to the left. Take a couple breaths. Inhale, face forward. Exhale here. Inhale. Exhale, twist to your right. And take a couple breaths. Inhale, face forward. Exhale, let your arms down, give them a break. Take a breath. Close your eyes if you like, and engage again with your three-part breath focus. Inhale, belly, ribs, chest, breath moves up. Exhale, chest, ribs, belly. Notice what's there to be noticed. Similarities, differences between how three-part breath feels standing, sitting, lying down. Letting your eyes open if they're closed. Inhale, reach out and up. Interlace your fingers, turn your palms up and reach your palms up. If that's not comfortable in your hands, let that go and hold your wrists or whatever works for you. Hook your thumbs together. Inhale, lift up, look up towards your hands, lift up your heart. Try to keep your heels grounded. Inhale to bring yourself upright. Exhale to bend to the right. Feel the length through both arms, keeping the heels down. Our left heel might want to lift. Inhale, come on up. And exhale, bend to your left. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, come out and down. Very good. Let's have a seat. Now, this is one of our more sedate classes. We don't do much standing. Sometimes we don't stand up at all on Saturday. Wednesday evening, we don't stand up at all for midweek chill. You even bring the camera close. Extend your legs forward and flex your feet back. Inhale, reach out and up. As you exhale, pull down over your legs, letting your knees bend as needed. Inhale, think to the crown of your head, coming forward. Exhale, think of your forehead lowering towards your legs. With each breath, that gentle kind of ratcheting. Maybe it's just a thought. Maybe there's a little change in position, a little movement there. There's always some movement with the breath, maybe. Just a subtle sensation of release somewhere, probably in the lower back, but maybe somewhere else. You could engage three-part breath here. We'll be here 10 more breaths. Let's unfold. And it might be more than 10 breaths for you. I tend to have longer than average breaths. If you're using the three-part breath here, again, just comparing notes. to the previous positions we did it in. With your next inhale, walk your hands up in front of your legs and sit yourself up. Use your arms to nudge your legs apart to whatever degree is all right for you. No need to force anything on the edge of your own comfort zone there. We're going to come into a fold here. You could have your hands on your legs and just walk them down your legs, or rest them at center line here, walk forward. Sometimes we like to have a block under the hands here as you walk forward. I think for me today, walking down the legs is the way to go. That's what my body's telling me. Let your neck relax. Maybe you're engaging here. Sometimes we do. No need. With the next inhale, walk your hands back and lift yourself up. Nudge your legs towards each other and bend your knees, bring the soles of your feet together. Leave a big space between the pelvis and your heels so it's like a long diamond shape here. You could reach over your ankles like that and grab the floor, or reach under your ankles and grab the floor and walk your hands forward. Let your neck release and your head hang. Breathe into your back or wherever tightness registers. If no tightness registers anywhere, congratulations. You could keep engaging in the arms and traction forward. You can let your arms relax. What feels better to you? No wrong answers to that inquiry. Slowly walk your hands back, sit yourself upright again. One more forward fold. Keep the soles of your feet together and bring those heels in closer. Interlace your fingers and grab your toes in between your hands. And then wriggle, shift the bones in your seat closer to the ground. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, hinge forward from the hips. Keep your spine long. And we'll just see how far the fold will go with a long spine. And when you decide you're not going to go further there, you can let your neck relax and your head drop down. And think of breathing into your hips. Inhale, slowly sit up. Bring your hands to the outsides of your knees, like closing a book. Nudge your knees towards each other. Rest your feet on the floor. Rest your hands on the floor. Here, scoot forward. Take your time to come down onto your forearms and then down onto your back. Feet planted, heels in close to your butt. Press into the soles of your feet and inhale, lift your hips up for bridge bow. If you want a deeper heart opener here, you can clasp your hands, reach your knuckles towards your heels, wriggle your shoulder blades towards each other. Relaxed neck, head resting on the ground. If you're taking this vibe with your hands, let it go. Exhale slowly, lower your hips. Explore floating up and down for a minute, as you like, at your pace. As peaceful or challenging as you want. Letting your breath be smooth and continuous, regardless of how you choose to move. Taking extra breaths on the ground to rest. Moving more slowly or raising up higher to challenge. Taking extra breaths at the top, want. And let's take supported bridge. The next time you lift your hips, pause with them lifted, keep breathing. Place the block or whatever prop you have, whatever prop you like, at the base of your spine, down to rest on it. Like in props, I'm stacking my hands, palms down, and resting my sacrum on the back. Which, yes, feels very different than a block, but it's still support under me, it's still pressure on the sacrum. It still feels good. Letting your body soften down around the support, holding it up. Surrendering to gravity and breath. With your next inhale, lift your hips up. Last time, remove the support underneath. Exhale slowly, let your hips down. And pause. Draw your knees to your chest and hug them. Rock and roll against the ground. Massage your back. And closing twist, nice and gentle. Arms out to the sides, palms up like we did earlier. The closer your knees are to your torso, the deeper the twist feels. You decide where the knees are. Let them go to the right and turn your head to the left. And let's try to keep the shoulders grounded, as we did with our opening energizing twist. And again, let your breath bring you out. Another chance, if you like, to focus on 3-part breath for a few rounds. And take your time to bring head and knees through center. Just let the movement continue, carrying you into the other twist. Come on back to center. Reach your feet towards the sky. Reach your hands up, grab your legs or grab your feet. Play with bending and straightening your limbs. Play with whatever movement you want. Whenever you feel complete with your inversion, make your way to a resting pose of your choice. It could be the classic corpse pose, but it doesn't have to be. Sometimes this is comfortable, sometimes it isn't. Get comfortable just as we begin. Find what comfort works for you. Closing your eyes if you like. Reflecting on your intention or returning to three-part breath or giving yourself permission not to even focus. Begin finding some even deeper breaths. and moving little by little. Letting small movements lead to bigger and bigger movements gradually. Taking your time, moving gently. When you're ready, sit yourself up. And you can bring your hands by your heart. Thank you for sharing practice with me today. The light within me sees and honors that same light within. Namaste. Great to see you. Glad you could make it.